I will have to figure out the whole scheduling thing. Hi. Sorry, somebody came in here. That has never happened to me before. I might have to alert my brother about that. I'm gonna have to use the scheduling fucking thing. I have pizza now. Me too, it's... Me too, Valentine. That's real nice. Um... mm. Well, good thing about this is I can play music again. Bad thing about this is I don't know if they changed the system. I don't know if that was a glitch. Streams really just don't want me to have a good time. I can't have a good time apparently. I can't just fucking... I mean, it takes about like 2 hours before the song even gets detected. So I will put back on the music. I don't know if I'd save the day. Talk myself off a million ledges just for everyone to think they're fake. I still watch them sending signal fires made up of bruises and beaten skin. I hope that heaven will take this lighter because the light has never been this thin. As I was saying, if you know this character, you would know that not a very good character. They never actually dated, and they never fucking will. Even though one wants to, the other does not. I mean, let's already take it, so fuck off. Don't exist. I don't exist. All these words that don't exist. Crazy man, yeah. Took me 5 minutes to find this. It kept showing me the other live. Sorry. Um, Whoops. I remember me? Yes, I do. Hello, welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. Something here's not right today. Why am I so uptight today? Paranoia is all I got left. Another one of the character Lily's sibling. Um, I think Dylan, I believe. Anyway, it was for the Valentine's ball, so I'm not gonna talk much about it. The original story! I've considered, obviously. But y'all want, but my fans want a different one. Another best friends thing. It's an inside, not an inside joke, but it's a story thing that Jane thinks that she had a crush on Twilight. Obviously, Twilight is a dead, but it's really just a best friend cares deeply for a best friend. But since she's literally spent years heartbroken about it, Jane thinks that it's about that it was something more when it wasn't. So nope. Face inside. Looking over my back. Oh, it's the lima bean. In the latest video. They're just kind of horrible as well. Sensing a theme, green and brown seem to be my go-tos for horror. Well, not my go-to, because these aren't my characters. But a common theme I see. My friend chooses pink, green, and I choose brown and I guess green. This was crushed in my strange addiction. This is crushed, obviously. Fuck. No. Once again, same with this one. No. No. Absolutely not. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink before I choke. Really? If y'all can hear the music, don't ask me what that opening is. I might turn it down, actually. No, you can't hear it. Hold up. Hold up. Let me turn this up. Y'all need to hear this fucking opening. So last time I had a moment like this, it was Everything Back But You, and it caught me so off guard because of the chorus. This, it, listening to this for the first time in like the listen with my brother, it was something. Same era, by the way. take the lead. Taking the pizza back. What an interesting I know, right? This era is very interesting. The reason why the song's in here is because it's actually a good song despite the weird opening. But that caught me so off guard. I'm waiting for this one to play, but... Anyway, moving on. I paused at like two very wanted things. This was in sports, and this was Cinema Swirl's like yeah, Cinema Swirl's like debut, and she does technically have a slight crush on it, but they're just tennis partners. But obviously, there's a arc going on, so it'd be a no. Ah! Oh my goodness! It's 11 and number 3. I would be lying if I said. Now, this wasn't the original plan, but they are really freaking cute together. An amazing show. I mean, I agree. Make you realize anything I want to do, anything I want to do, anything I want to do. You know, I'm so glad that the stream fucked up because now I get to play that. I got to play that song. That's a plus. Yeah, my child's right. But yes, I'd be lying. Wasn't the original plan though. Y'all killed this, but I refuse to let it die. That is what I've learned about this one. I've considered it, but I would be lying. I love Skylar and Hex together, that their whole thing was always meant to be like a eventually get together kind of thing. But Skylar needed to mature a bit and Hex needed to like back off because Sky's a little bit better. A little immature. But now it's Skylar wants his full attention, so now it goes both ways. I like it. Hello, Shiro. Welcome. But I remember I put it on my poll years ago. I don't know how people feel about it now. But just like, should they, or it's like, no. And I'm like, okay. But y'all think that she actually has feelings for him, so that's funny. It's funny how my audience can change so much in a couple of years. But yeah, I would be lying, because that was their whole thing. So. This is a joke, because in the video itself, Unknown Fire Girl's friend is like, are you gonna go live with your girlfriend? And obviously, just no. They're the besties are best friends. But it is around that period where this was an inside joke, so Whereas in Dysfunctional You is the character of the girl's family and friends. Are you saying I'm doing alright? How about you? Was making a joke that the girl was lesbian, and since she was moving in with the girl, it's like, oh, you gonna move with your girlfriend? It's like, she's not my girlfriend. Even the other girl's like a streamer, and the whole chat was like, it was like, oh my god, who's that voice? Is that your girlfriend? Just like, nope, they are just best friends. They are just best friends. Part of me would put that in fuck no, but I'm gonna be nice. Hey, hello, streamer, welcome. These are the characters I remember very well, yeah? They're fine. They're the... I hope you're having a good day. I'm having an alright day. How about you? They're the... W-I-T-C-H. They're the characters of which. Same with this one. I don't remember. I'm doing okay. Fair enough. Yeah, they're fine. Why are you making ships? I don't know. I'm bored. They're of my character, so I'm allowed to do this because they are of my characters. Yeah, Valentine's Day. I'm bored. No, I've done this 2 times in a row in the past years. So just doing it for Valentine's Day. We have gone through a lot. But we have plenty to go. Okay, this one's funny. People don't know this, but let me finish eating my pizza. Hold up. Even though I've watched you, what would you like to call me to call you? Midnight? Welcome to my channel, by the way. You can call me Midnight. This is probably not the most friendly newer viewer stream because this is just all my characters on my channel. So if you don't know about my channel, you ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you're welcome to hang out. If I have enough leftover time, I will hop over to Gacha Club and make characters. I don't know if I'm gonna have any leftover time due to the fumble at the beginning and being slightly late. Plus the stream splitting in 2. So the girl is Star, the guy is Scar. The original story for Star was she was actually supposed to be like in Site X of like, or quote plaything of like Scar, but all the ink feeds, yeah. Which their original video was I hate everything about you, but obviously I changed it because this story exists. But this was her original thing. Now I will say, I said this in like DMs too. It's like Star would not give a fuck about Scar, and they don't know each other in this universe. But I do think Scar would be attracted to Star. I do believe that. So eventually, if they ever do come in contact, I don't doubt that Scar will find her attractive. But Star's not fucking interested. So maybe at one point it was considered, and I will leave it there, but it would never, it's obviously maybe or considered, and this was considered, but it was very, now it would have been the most toxic thing. Now it wouldn't be as toxic as the story Star actually got. I also have my own characters, I mean, nice. So it won't be as toxic, but it's I hate everything about you, so it is a bit toxic. Che and his his girlfriend. It would still be toxic. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's, I mean, it's I hate everything about you. It's slightly toxic. They would be in the stay together, but slightly toxic um, category if they were together. But Star would have been less torture, but she also wouldn't be her younger self either. Her younger self wouldn't have existed. She would have just always been emotionless. um, really? Really? um, this was slightly hinted that Melinda had a crush on Jay, but obviously didn't turn out that way. Well, I mean, obviously she had a crush, but she gets together with someone else in the story. This song is mean. This song is very mean. Darkness. That is true. The darkness. Viv in something gay. Viv's a vampire. And she had a follower slight guy that wanted to turn into a vampire to be with her. And they eventually got together. In Just Friendly, I believe. We're Just Friends. There's a cameo of those two. It's a lot easier than it seems. Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough to give me what it is I want. It's not enough. It's not enough to give me everything I need. Arl, that's right. Ah, I remember. No, I didn't. I looked at In the Darkness. In the Darkness is probably like the weakest off of the Dead by Sunrise track. Slowly, slowly, cheater! They're not important enough to remember. Well, he didn't have a name for a while, so sometimes I'd give them names last minute. So, I mean, they're fine. They're cute. Back to Clary. So this is Abigail. This is my friend's character. When I made her on stream, people really liked her design. Like Abigail. This would be something I'd be willing to visit. I'd have to find a song though. Just like for Elaine and Valerie, I'd have to find something. I'd be fine for revisiting that. That's not on the channel. It's better than the thing that she would have gotten with Christy. Amira and Hex. Amira wishes. Getting to a heavy hitter soon. The zombie! It's Daisy, my friend's character. I don't remember what the guy looked like in her video. She had the zombie song. I don't remember what he looked like, so this guy's my design. I don't remember what name I gave him in the thing, but he's her. They're cute. My favorite is the cameo in Nice where it's like zombies get a bad rep. Just like this song not played on stream before. Like zombies get a bad rep. And he just comforts her. It's cute. Darkness and Natalie. Are they? I mean, yeah, that would happen again. Believe it or not, these two have never dated. They never made it official, so they are unofficially. Now, well, they're gone. Now I know for every time I put up a poll, this would be more fit the ship of conflict. Yeah. The ship of conflictions. Yep, that is true. Y'all, the viewers on my channel, want this one. But technically, and fair, you guys aren't necessarily wrong. The original thing was to have Scar be the pairing for Midnight. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. So technically, they were supposed to be together. But then a certain wolf decided to come out of fucking nowhere and save the girl from the demons. And then, while they were living together, he showed signs of liking her and started blushing, and I went with that direction. And I found that was a lot better than... And I love the idea of just Scar just crushing and like just like, can you move on already? Because he's been crushing on this girl for fucking half a decade. Literally half a decade. Obviously, yes, it was. And she is part demon, so you can say that she does or did have feelings for him. But her heart belongs to Shane. I'm not gonna say fuck no or no. I will leave it at maybe and leave it at that. But I just want you guys to know what you were shipping. It's very fucking toxic. And it is not the healthy bit of toxicity on both sides for storylines. No, it is just straight toxic. So I hope you guys know that. Don't shade at Scar, yeah. The whole thing was like, Shade asked her first, and he's like, well, why didn't you ask first? Just like, well, I was going to, but I didn't expect you to get in the fucking way. Shade always throwing shade at the demon. This song also played earlier. This is one of the songs off the new album I put in here just to see if I like it better if I listen to it more. But Shade is always throwing shade. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. They're the most considered. But literally when they were together, it was so unbalanced. Their personalities don't... Because Scar's very forward. Moonlight's very reserved. She's very shy, and she's very closed off. Scar is very pushy. So, literally, without the fucked up nature of Zagian in Star Story. You would literally be getting that. It'd be slightly better than that, and that's not good. It would not be on the levels of like ATC. It would be closer to fucking Stars level, and that is not good. So for people that ship that, that's fine, but just know it's wrong. What is not wrong is this though. Gray and Goldie. This feels familiar. The G's, yep. From UT to G. I would be lying. I would be very much lying. Since their video together was super fucking cute. It's kind of sad because it's like Gray is remembering his fiance and Goldie's just like, it's like, hey, I feel like I know you, but I don't know from where. Which they know each other from Breathe. But it's a really cute video. And they clearly have something for each other, they just don't know what yet. What is this website called? It's called Tier Maker. Here's Sable's boyfriend for the ball. Don't know what happened to them, but they would not happen again. He likes now them. Here's another thing in Skylar and Hex's storyline that has been hinted to and actually has been established, is that Lexi here actually had a crush on the girl Nash here, which is the girl with the rose on her head. But they never actually got together or anything. They didn't know that they had a crush on each other, but they just became friends. So they were considered, but they aren't considered anymore. Lexi is Hex's stepsister. Which that wasn't originally Lexi's original role, but that's what I made her halfway through the video I was making. Oreo and Misk. They're simple. Ah! Fuck no. Fuck off. If you know Vanny's story, you know that's not good. So, just gonna say that to just fuck off. I'll be laughing here in a second. Bad ship. If people ship though, yeah, there's a word for him. A harasser, maybe. That'd be a good word. Poor Vanny. Hi, hello, stream, welcome. This would never happen again. In Cheshire's story, Czech and them dated, like, had like almost like a poly-ish relationship. And that would not happen again, because the girls are all separate, and these two made a pact when they were younger to date the same person, so... But they found it was stupid to follow it now that they're adults, so... That's a good word. Yeah. It's better than the word I'm thinking. Yeah, but everything's not bad. I appreciate it. Nice having you here. So, yeah. Why is there 9 people here? Why is there 9 people here? Ha! Hi! Oh, it dropped. It's good. We're fine. Yeah, so. That would just not happen again. They would. Jane? What? Jade. Not Jane. Jade. And Hex. No. Sorry, Jade. YouTube friendly. Oh, I could be very non-YouTube friendly, but you know, I'm not going to. Hex doesn't have anything for Jade, but Jade obviously likes Hex. Now this is what you guys want. I'm gonna be laughing. You know, I can try. So you guys wanted with this when the original story is, which is interesting. I'm not against it. I will put it on the same level. They are really cute. It would either mean that these two are best friends or these two are best friends. That's all it means. Because the trio does have somebody that likes. And it is known that Che kind of likes Cheshire. So, but whether he has feelings for like Mochi or Mochi has feelings for it, it's a less of a messy group. It's actually a very nice trio. But obviously Cheshire is busy with her fucking fucked up relationship. Here's Ali's other relationship. This would not happen again. Both her and Sable are. That was also for the Valentine's ball, and they broke it up according to the last screenshot that had Ali in it, which was Ali and Sable talking, which is like, oh yeah, boys suck. This was killed, so poor Mochi. She became a little bit heartbroken. Okay, time to laugh. So, this is an inside joke. This is an inside joke. Also, she has different hair here. This is this is an inside joke. You might remember this inside joke. So this is Azzy, the axolotl, and this is her bestie, the square. The whole thing is in the story, like, or even just in general, just like people would see these two and just like, oh, maybe there's something. Like, no, they are just best friends. That's their whole thing. They're the besties. They're the bestest of besties. One, she's an axolotl, and he's a fucking square. Another, they are just the cutest of best friends. It's just an inside joke that they would be shipped. And they would look at each other, at them, be like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is my bestie? Yes, the besties, the besties. The bestest, the besties. One of the stupidest fucking things I've ever made. I actually really like her hairstyle here. It's really cute. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, right there. It's really cute. I did so because I changed it because obviously her hairstyle is not. You cannot ship Azzy with a square. No, let's not ship Azzy with a square. The square is kind of like her pet. You know? Like, they're best friends, but he's more like a pet. If anything, so let's not. They're just the greatest
best friend pairing. And they're the prime example of best friends just are best friends. Which we have another prime example of best friends are just best friends, even if they show a bit of affection. I know that's like a key freaking detail in stories in the community where it's just like if they show a little bit of affection, they fucking pair. But you know, sometimes best friends just want to show affection towards each other. It's just really simple. This being one. Fluff and Flora. They're just cute. This would not happen. Alan's not interested. But Lime did show. Mostly just because he saves her from being stuck in a locker. Because of Son of Money. So, okay. But she literally gets crazy showing your best friend. You love him, how diabolical. Yeah, apparently, yeah. If you show just a little bit of caringness in the community, the creators will just fucking pair you together. It's like, you can't. It's like, when I do stories, if I want something to be slightly open to being shipped or whatever, I leave it open. I make it clear that it's open. They don't. They start the best friend thing, and then they do the whole crush. And it's so annoying. It's like, it's the most done over twist that, it's like, it's not a twist. It's just, it's the same. And I've seen it a zillion times. Same, I can go the same for like for the guy best friend too. Except usually they have a little bit more involvement than just the side girl best friend. Usually they have something to do. They're not just comforting the girl who's struggling through a relationship. You know, it just, sometimes they have a bit more involvement. The girl best friend's just a side character, and then all of a sudden, oh, I like you. It's like, really? Really? Are you serious? I am tired of it. I just would just see characters just have a girl best friend. That's it. It's like I'm fine seeing a guy having a girl best friend. I have plenty of that. But I also have, especially like in the Doom realm where the girls are a little bit more flirtatious towards the guys, but so are the guys. So, you know, with platonic love, yeah, platonic is just fucking not a thing, I guess. It's like there has to be some hint of something. It's and it's like you treat it as like a rebound thing too, and it's like that's not exactly good either. It's like, don't you want to give the characters time to be apart, so not just like so it doesn't fall apart immediately? I mean, I know it's a story, but it's like you're throwing everything too much. No. You can tell I've been wanting to talk about this for a very fucking long time. It's like some of this is also the reflection of stuff that I've dealt with on stream or other places, and it's really annoying. I feel the same like when I was like friends with like Christian, and people in the server would be like, "Oh, is that your?" Is like he would compliment and be like, "Oh, your flirt." It's like he's just being nice. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm kidding. But he was. It was really fun to pick on him because he like was overly nice to every girl. um, which was fine. It's just, it's like if you show just a little bit at all, you fucking get labeled. It's like, can you not? It's like, just be your friend. No, it's like I've dealt with a guy trying to be my friend but actually having a crush on me. I fucking hated it. A couple years ago, tomorrow, I fucking got away from it. Shocking I haven't actually put that in a story at all. Doesn't mean it won't ever come up, but it was very annoying. I had to pretend that I wanted to be friends with someone for like a year. An exact year. All because the guy was like, I don't want to be rejected. I just want to be your friend. And I'm like, okay, sure, fine, we can be friends. I'll give this a chance. A year later, on the same exact date that we started talking, do you like me back? It's like, no. No, I do not. I never gave any signs that I liked you. I thought you wanted to be friends. So, you know, it's a little, just a little thing. Take a hint. For real. Or a fucking guy in kindergarten that had a crush on me. And I would run around the table to get away from him. It's like, slightly annoying. That guy really could take it. I really should include something like that in the story. That'd be funny. I literally did though. Like, my in real life best friend and me and we would like sit together in kindergarten, and we were at the same table, and there was these two guys. The other guy was chill. I liked the other guy. I'd either want to sit by her or the other guy because he would play fucking Ring Around the Rosie, and I'd not want to sit by him because he had a crush on me. So I would either sit with the other guy and just like save me, or sit obviously with my best friend, and we just play Ring Around the Rosie until the teacher told us to stop. I'm like, I don't want to sit next to this fucking kid. Get this story. I shouldn't go down a story, that'd be funny. I have other instances too of people just not taking hints. Those are the two main ones that I can think of. Obviously, the fucking kindergarten one's like my first instance. It's really one of my only real life instances too. Thank God. The rest is just online nonsense. I mean, I told you Babs about my fucking social fail in Instagram DMs when somebody tried to get to know me, so. Let's just say I have experience with this bullshit. This is a classroom out of two. It was more like, sit down. I was like, but I don't want to sit by him. I don't even think I'm pretty sure I sat with the other kid. Cause in our kindergarten, there was like we all had a table, and it was all assigned. So. Which they wouldn't have signed me and my best friend together if they knew we were best friends. But they didn't know, so I got to spend the year with my best friend. My quote-unquote other best friend was kind of just ignored me. So. But my true best friend that I don't talk to anymore, my childhood best friend, I guess you could say, we would either sit together or we would run circles. It's pretty funny. Like, the kid would even bother, like one of my parents, like, when there was, like, a cupcake, like, thing going on. And I wanted to eat a cupcake, and he just wanted to sit next to me. I'm like, the fuck? No. Or, excuse me, like, the heck? No. Absolutely not. Take the hint, kid. Yeah, so. I have experience, to say the least. But God, I don't know what's worse, the kid that wouldn't leave me alone in kindergarten, because I was only there for 1 year, obviously. Or the fucking... Or the online thing with the year. Because the guy would tell me, just like, oh, I had this dream about saying this on stream and like telling your brother. I'm like, do not. Could you just not? And like I had to get the guy like pretty much banned from being calls and stuff. I was like, do not. You do not need that to be a whole thing. You do not need to confess that, especially on a live stream. Are you kidding me? It's like, you really think my brother's gonna be okay with it? My brother won't give a fuck probably, but my brother knows me. Don't waste your fucking time. That's what I say to that. I'm with these lyrics. Anyway. But yeah, there's my stories for you. Ones that I can say on stream. Here's Autumn again with another straight. So this is Heather. I will eventually do a follow-up. She's gone. I'll eventually do a follow-up video with Autumn and like Callie and Heather. I don't think I ever put her name in the description. I don't remember. But Autumn tried to date her in the video, except in. But she just realized that she doesn't know if she just likes Callie or she's actually into girls. Which still makes her into girls, but what? She's also straight, but yeah, she keeps dating straight girls. It's just like, she doesn't want to date an actual lesbian. She just wants to date the straight girls. It's very funny. It's undecided on what Autumn actually is, because she also dated a guy, so I guess you could say she's a bit bi, but she doesn't know. And that's her whole thing, is she's trying to figure it out. But she knows she likes Callie, and she's trying to get over her, because she wants to keep her friendship with Callie. Callie literally said, get over me, so. And Callie also likes to disappear in, like, the spring or summer. She disappears certain seasons and comes back. In one season, she came back, and she had a boyfriend, so. And she's no longer homeless. She lives with the guy. So, yeah. This has not been considered, but it was cool for a story. And because at the end of the video, Callie helps reverse Heather from knowing that Autumn kissed her. She's just like, can you stop falling for straight? It's like, I don't even know. I think I just like you. It's like, well, stop it. He's not the most affectionate person, but she means well. I will follow up on that story. And it's also just a thing of Autumn's kind of jealous of like Callie and Heather since they can be friends, and Autumn just really wants to be Callie's friend still, even if she can't like actually be together with her. So there's a little confliction there. I remember on my ranking stream of my videos and such, and watching the back, I did skip that one, mostly due to the conflictions of that, and I didn't want my chat to go crazy. Because I didn't know if that was gonna happen. As you can see, now I'm a little bit braver to actually talk about this stuff. Mostly because I think my audience is chill. So, there is that. So, thank you guys for being chill. Star's parents, you know where they're going. You know exactly where they're going. I remember Aleph Kipston's like, she has a family? I'm like, yes, Star has a family. They sold her, remember? Back to what I said, sold her. I'll probably say the worst, actually. I mean, they sold their daughters, so. For $10, I think? I don't remember. I don't. It might have been 15. I don't remember. I don't think it was a high amount. It might have been. I don't know. She was a galaxy. She is a galaxy angel, so it might have been a high amount. But still, they sold her for cheap change, basically. They're fine. I can check. Let me check show and tell. How much was it? Oh no, it was a lot. Okay. Okay, so I stand correct. I was gonna say she's a galaxy angel, so they wouldn't let her go cheaply. So she is worth something. Still, not the greatest look. So it's fair they never did that. They might have abandoned everyone, but they didn't do that. Seems crazy. No, that's the price that fucking Zagian charges sometimes. Or used to charge. No, Star was sold for like, according to the video, a couple hundred. So she was sold for a decent amount, but it's still nothing for a life. Like, what the fuck? No, Ziggy on the other hand, yeah, he fucking cheap change. He doesn't care. He just everything's about money to him. But he claims to love her. So. They want Cinnabunny! They're not really seen together often, but they're really cute. I enjoy those two together. Not really a focus in Bunny's comparison, but you can kind of see their relationship more in April and Friends. Alright, I'm gonna laugh again, because the reason why I put the other one on here, well, I put this one on here is because of the other reason. Just because of the same topic. And I also just want to address something that I've seen a bit. So I just want to shut something down. And also, it's just kind of a joke to have certain characters on this that are, like, related to specific things, because, literally every other character on here is, like, is in that category, so I was like, I can't exclude them. Alright. So these two. Obviously, same deal. Similar reasons, actually. Also, this picture's hilarious. This picture is hilarious to me. Look who it is. Yeah, look who it is. Similar reasons. So, in the story, they are called partners, and I notice a lot of people using just partners as, like, as a relationship term. Put them by that, sure. Put them there. So I don't think it'll allow me. I just want to clear, I do not use it that way. I know that's what a lot of people are choosing to do. I don't do that, so, they're running partners, they are partners in crime, basically. Partners does not mean they are together. So, I just wanted to clarify that, and clarify that for future reasons. So I can, you know, point people to this. This is platonic, yeah. It's very fucking platonic. It is the definition of platonic. Just like these two. Platonic. Same with these, pretty much. These are platonic. I put them on here because I thought it'd be funny. And he like, I mean, it's not exactly a one-off, but you know, like these two being best friends and being pitted. So yeah, it's very. I will say, I don't know if it was ever caught, but in Down for Anything, Minge is on her phone and she's looking and she looks disgusted at the phone. Babs looks over and makes fun of it, and then Minge just chimes in and is just like, you know what? Here's what we'll do. What do you want to do? Like she looks very disgusted at something, but probably somebody just texting her. I don't know. Just being like, you. she's very unimpressed by the thing on her phone. You know, maybe Min's the one who ran away from the key. She just known to run, so. Okay, once again, I just wanted to bring that up because that's something I've been seeing a lot, like slightly in the community, but also elsewhere. Just like bad shit. Yep. That partner is used a lot in terms of like actual romantic partner when it's just. In this case, no, they are traveling partners. Babs accompanies Mind through her travels, and vice versa. Even though Babs can't travel, she could try, but she gets lost. So yeah, once again, just wanted to put. It's also fun putting these dumb things on here. It's fun to laugh at. Whereas in crime, they are just besties. Yes, they are just besties. Making that very fucking clear for future reference. Yeah, perhaps would try. Yeah. Oh, this is Hex's band partner. Never considered, but they do flirt with each other. Heavy hitter, heavy hitter, heavy hitter. Hi, hi, hi. So here's another confliction of a possible relationship. So this is Isabella, and as people know, Isabella is Scar's younger sister. Not his youngest sister, but younger sister. And this is his best friend, Zodiac. I don't think Scar would be too happy if he tried to date his sister. Another thing is Zodiac doesn't realize that this is Isabella, as in Isabella, Scar's younger sister. So he is fucking dumb as fuck to not realize that this is his best friend's sister. But it hasn't been hinted together. He knows Isabella. He's met Isabella. But it's been years since they saw each other, so now they're hanging out, and he doesn't realize that this is Isabella, his best friend's sister. He's not the brightest. I love Zodiac, but he is not the brightest. That is one that is interesting. It's very interesting. And obviously, Zodiac is crushing on. Now it adds the confliction of Isabella is with Jane. So there's a confliction there of whether if she's gonna follow her fate or not. Or whether she even likes Zodiac. She did date Darkness at one point, so you can't say that she might be into, but we don't know. It will be something that is explored. And eventually, Zodiac's gonna face bomb so fucking hard when he realizes. H and K on here. Huh? I don't know. But I don't know. Moving on. Okay, we don't have too much to go. This is lost because she's dead. Just thought of it. So that'd be there. Yeah, she's dead. So that would be lost. This was slightly mentioned in videos, but obviously they are just friends. Rip, yeah, rip, literally. Alan is Cinnamoney's good friend. This has been considered, but never went through with it. And also, student, assistant, teacher assistant. So they backed off. Roar and Celsi. The thing that killed Mochi. I love this joke. I love this joke. Scar and Blaze. Blaze came this into existence before she's like, I would date a rock before I date Zodiac in the future. She's like, I want Scar to be my future boyfriend. And Scar's like, fuck off. I love this. He's ship talk. Even in the picture, he's like, fuck off. I love it. I love it so much. They are good. When they actually are working together and they're actually on the same page, they're good friends. But, she is technically torturing his best friend, so. And he has to save him from Blaze a lot, so. It's a little iffy. Blaze is definitely very toxic. Yeah. Oh, why hello there. Heavy hitter, again. So, originally, y'all killed Cinnabunny and Dusty's story. So, which is how we got Abel and Cinnabunny, which is fine. I'm happy with. Musty Dusty. I mean, this is it's either I love Lush's whole thing is her thing is she goes away, meets like Dashiell and Mira in the other school. She comes back, saves those two from their being bullied and stuff. She comes back and she still has feelings for Dusty, even though she went away to get away from her feelings for Dusty. And then in Alone, she's like, oh, I don't care about you. And then later on in the story, as you can see, like Complication's like, I don't have a crush on you anymore. And then Alone follows that too. But if you go to sports and everything else, you and what is it? Whatever the other video is called. Runner up. There we go. You can see that she clearly has feelings for him still. So it's just pretty funny. It's just like, no, I don't care. It's like, very much cares. I mean, they're fun. They're also they're technically the childhood best friend thing, and Lush is not having a very good time being the childhood best friend doesn't usually win out, but she's doing. Cause Lush not only lost to fucking Cinnamon, she lost to Ash. She lost to Ashra, so she lost twice. She's getting the Katniss treatment. Best friends! The trio. I would never. I would never ruin such a perfect trio. Zia just really cares about Scar. Oh! I'm getting a message from the goldfish. The fancy goldfish. Not just any goldfish. The fancy goldfish. What's the saying? She's asking me how I am, and she's like, wait, are you still streaming? I'm like, yes. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Oh my god. So these two are from Evil. This was Leza's first appearance, which is part of April's story. Avon here actually shows that he is slightly attracted to Leza. He's not attracted to April, who was his friend, or fucking Libra, but he feels attracted to one of her personalities. It's just a fun little detail. Not much really else to say. Yeah, not much to say about that. This is known in the story that Nash also had a crush on, well, has a crush on Hex. Which she went from having a crush on his stepsister to having a crush on him. So, obviously, no, not happening. Hex is very much non-taken, you know? Hello there. It's the paranoid boyfriend and the dancer. Oh, maybe down here, because they're broken up. A dancer. Or as YouTubers used to say, exotic dancer. I mean dancer, yeah. I'd say they have a higher chance than... I don't know. Saber's kind of... I don't know. And I don't know who would have a higher chance between Nisha, Chrome, and Saber and Blasia. Oh, I love this song. How about a better version of the way that I am? But I say it could happen again. But Saber has to be convinced that Blasia's not a cheater. See, she can be a exotic dancer, but she cannot be... She can't be a cheater. Nobody's gonna get that joke.
and I won't be something else. I am not perfect. I don't claim to be. If that's not what you wanted, well then I'm so sorry. The way that I am makes me understand. The way I look, the way I speak, my version of me.
Moving on. Usually when I start singing, it's usually a pizza break. Alright. This was killed. There should be a tear just being like, fucking chat killed this. I mean, my audience killed it. It was considered, but now it's killed, so it don't fucking matter. Alright. Because there was a whole arc of the girl, a lot of girls liking Abel, and then Cinnamony went out. So let's get these out of the way. This would never happen again. This was toxic as fuck. Poor Cheshire. Cheshire's gone through hell. Not only does she have a fucking toxic boyfriend, she had to go through a toxic relationship that she didn't want to be a part of and date like 3 other people. Girl's been traumatized. I remember this was hinted in a video, so I'm just gonna put it there. Since Emmy and April are obviously broken up. These are fine. They're April and friend characters. Here's the OG. This is the OG, which is so funny. I made him way before I made 11. It has been considered, but obviously that is much better. Now obviously he wouldn't have been as brutal towards her if he like found he liked her, and because he's us protector. Naku, yeah. So hello.
Sweet little honey, I must confess.
Got myself in a terrible mess. Got a new tattoo, 2 black eyes, missing 1 tooth, but you could see the other guy.
Girl, I must admit I don't remember much.
Someone else sent me a knockout punch off the ground. Now could you come and get me from the lost and found? Uh-oh, I fucked it up again. Oh baby, where do I begin? You real good job. Got distracted. The song also played earlier. Pushing my luck when I was off screen mostly. Anyway. 3 days late. I'm getting distracted because this song's been rotation. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it obviously wouldn't be as toxic as it would have been starting out. I wouldn't do that, but not to number 3. But this was the original story. Then I changed it, obviously. Then 11 came into the picture. But I made him first. So now he's kind of a jerk to her, but this is obviously wanted a lot more. Fuck this. Or should I just say no? Ooh. Hi. You might slightly recognize. Just not these versions of these characters. So, these characters haven't been on the channel in forever. They only have like two appearances. I do plan to revive them. So,
So the girl's Nova, and the guy is Jace. And they were in one video, and they were in a cameo in Who Says, I think. No. That's not on here. That's still in development. These two are currently together. It's a little toxic though, so we'll put it there. This is not their original looks. They're a lot darker here, but when they are like when the video I use them, when I bring back their characters, they will look like this. Oh baby, where do I begin? Caden and Mella. Caden and Mella. So, apparently these two are together. But they're just what? No. Caden's not horrible. Mella is. Mella's the things she says to Mocha is just not okay. So, I guess I will just put them all the way down here. Since they are technically together. Or so it's. The thing is, it's not actually confirmed if they're actually together. But for the sake of the story, we will say that thanks to Mella that they are together. So we'll just leave them all the way down there. You know, we'll just leave them there. We'll just leave them there. Never. 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 I'd never do it. Hello there. I'd never do a trio. Hello there. Nia, Scar. Now, I've said this before, but, Nia actually has someone, or had someone, in her world. So why she left and decided to protect Scar of all people, don't fucking ask me. I don't know, I made the story and I still don't know. I won't say that she deeply cares for him, but I wouldn't say, like, maybe at one point I considered something, but I won't say, like, what? But she deeply cares for him, that can be said. So I will leave it at that. Kinda the same way as, like, Yuki. They're kinda on the same level here. I'll leave it at that. But it does need to be said that Nia does have a love interest, and she did date somebody. Since she is based off of a game version of her, I did keep that. I didn't keep all the details of it, but I did keep that part. She does have somebody she loves. The game version is a lot more complicated, but I ain't going there. So. And Lost. This plotline was pretty much built up for the story, but basically they both dated her. He dated her first, and then he dated they were all friends. And then obviously Starbait kind of killed herself, so that ended that. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, Xperia. That star in Xperia just always, ugh. Sorry, girls. You're kind of stuck. Okay, well, Xperia's not as stuck. She's actually gone right now. She escaped from whatever the fuck she was in. But they technically still have quote-unquote control. So sorry. And I'm laughing again. Okay, moving on. Mist and Real. They're fine. They go with Cloyd and Mix. Like, I don't know what's worse. I like Speary's on it. I don't know. They're pretty fucking bad, so we're kind of on the same level. This is not. This is toxic, but it's not that. Ah. I despise this with a passion. I despise that with a fucking passion. The joke is that a lot of people do enemies to lovers, especially with guys being complete enemies into lovers thing. And I'm just like, fuck no. That would never happen with those two. They stay enemies forever. They can be frenemies at times, but they are enemies. There is no interest in that. Now, a funny thing, I cut it out, but Scar actually suggests, like, almost like a poly relationship to Shade, and he fucking flips the fuck out. He's like, I am not sharing. Fuck you. Fuck off. And I'm not being with you. No. He's like, fuck you. What is wrong with you? He's like, well, I wouldn't want to do that anyway. I hate you. But it is funny. But yeah, no. Absolutely not. Fuck that. Just like this. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck that. Sylar. Hex. So the funny thing about is before he met Skylar, he wanted to date a girl called Sylar. So does he like Skylar because Skylar, or does he? Yeah, you can. One by one by one. So does he, or because of Skylar, or because he reminds her, of Skylar? Confliction. But Hex kind of kills this, so. No. Moving on. We're almost done. Aww. Mocha, Kaden. I mean, the storyline says it, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. They are really cute though. Unfortunately, there's a pink bitch kind of blocking it, so yeah. I swear pink is, I don't hate pink, it just happens to be the color that sorry. It's just pink just happens to be the color me and my friend went with. Mel is also a stream character. I always forget that. Alright. So there's Melinda again, and there is... I don't know your name. You're in the Che video, so you're fine. I should know. I don't know why I remember Melinda's name. Mari, fuck off. Mari also had like a big design change. Oh, hello. Hello. Not really much to say. It says the girl slightly has a crush on him, but he wouldn't reciprocate that, so it's slightly considered, but it's not really much. This would not be happening again. This would not be happening again. Oh, there they are. Kelly and Cozy. When I was younger, before me younger. No. That's one of the ones I added. Yeah. I've strongly considered this. I like April being the kind of strong, but I also like her having a balance too. That's why I did the video with Shy with Aro. I haven't really fully decided on what I want to do with that, but strongly considered. No. Star's brother, fuck you. When I was younger, it's pulling me under. I've considered this. For a very split second. And obviously, she's with him. Which I don't think people know about that much. There they are. Heavy hitter. They can be toxic at times, but they're pretty solid. Well, this is just boss. Dead. Astri and Roar. Not Roar. Rory. Not Roar. Do they? I don't know if they actually get together at the end. I'm gonna say they do. So I'm gonna put them up here. I remember I didn't have an image of him, but then I found this code. Complicated. So complicated. I do believe that if Dashel actually remembered who Kitsune is he would be willing. This sounds familiar. I cannot find a way to describe it. A way to describe it. It's there inside. All I do is hide. Avian Arctic, their video's very cute. I mean, we're finally together. Do if you knew, what would you do? Hinge and Viola. Yeah, and this is funny. This would not be happening again. Viola's sick of this dude. She doesn't even care that he wants to cheat on her. It's couple's parents. Words are cold. I don't want them to hurt you. I think you'd understand. These are the newer ones because they're smaller, as you can see. They were hanging out in the video, so that's why they're here. Not much else. Now, Audra has been seen, but Kidara has not been seen. So in She Hates Me, and Chrome is talking to everyone. Audra's one of the characters in the background, but this is his girlfriend, Kidara. Chrissy and Ace. Ace is so small. One of the few height differences that I do for... Usually I have the female be shorter than the male just due to... It's easier to work with. But over here, Ace is shorter than Chrissy. And they're also shown in She Hates Me. They're all sitting together. Toxin and Essie. Well, we know the other girl that goes along with Toxin, and she's a fucking crazy person. So, I think she kind of shut that one down, but... Oh my god, I didn't set their codes to be their names in the Grammarly program thing. So I spent forever trying to find them. I spent like, probably like 20 to 30 minutes looking for their codes. Because I don't have them on my phone. I was like, what the fuck did I call this? Because Essie wasn't showing up, Toxin wasn't showing up, and Harlan wasn't showing up. And I remember, so I pretty much get everything to pop up by doing default, because everything in my codes has default in it. So I'm looking through, and I see two foxes, and it's like Fox with one X and Fox with the other. I'm like, that has to be them. And I scroll down, and I see Essie's name. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to recreate Essie, because she's kind of tough to recreate. She looks very simple, but she's not. That yellowish brown is very fucking hard to replicate. Let me tell you that much. She's probably one of my prettiest like background characters or side characters in the newer lineup, I guess you could say. Which technically they have dated, so would it happen again? They probably would. I highly doubt that Essie would completely listen to Harlan, despite her kind of threatening her. So I'll put it there. They have a lower chance than these guys. Ah! So here's where it gets complicated. Astra and Dusty. Would it happen again? Well, 100%. Except... except Astra's dating someone else. So... I see the better version of the ship. Let's get the insane characters out of the way real quick. They're the insane characters. Erixic and Nixara. There they are. They are together, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Same reason this one can fuck off. Fuck off. He can also kind of fuck off, but not. Oh, Mocha. Oh yeah, Mocha got. Mocha's last video was brutal. Poor girl. So they might know each other. This might be me confirming this by doing this, but these two actually do know each other. So it's either the answer is no. The answer is no. Nishka does not give a fuck about that dude. Ah! Okay, this is funny. Catalina and Casey. This one's funny. I will eventually do the follow-up to Dangerous, I swear. Catalina is sorry, Casey. I've never considered this. It's just a thing of that she finds her attractive, along with literally everyone else in the store. But yeah. Aww. Oh, that's cute. There's Hunts in Ghost Girl. Actually, it should be higher up here. Yeah. Speaking inventory guy. Ah, here's the better version. Believe it or not, I would not say they're toxic. Not that they're together. Now their story is toxic as fuck. As I said before, which you will be seeing. Spoiler. He bullied the fuck out of her, but you know, it ain't toxic anymore. And you'll find out why he bullied her. So, yeah. The amazing better ship. Poor Dusty. Killing this because this is best friends again. Now, Ilith actually has dated a girl in the story, but like years ago that I completely forgot about. But they are besties. The only reason I put that on here is because of a certain line in Cemetery, where it's just like the song is like mostly best friends, but then there's a part where it could be considered that. We're just like something about feelings or whatever. But I thought it still fit because Ghost Girl's, you know, dead. But I just wanted to kill that they are best friends.
to this place.
So I put it with best friends. They're just friends. I never considered it. It was just for the backstory thing. He might like her slightly. Oh, look who it is! Look who it is! Look who it is! Look who it is! Catalina! In Cash. I feel like I'd be flamed if, by someone in chat if I didn't put them in here. No, they're cute. The only reason that quote-unquote inventory that guy could shoot a shot is because Casey. He tried. He really tried. Girl. This is due to the emptiness machine. This would not happen. Nishka clearly does not care about Cage. Aww. Now, if we talk about the version of this story that's adorable, then they're in here. If we talk about a different part of the story, you know, I don't know where to put them. I could put them all the way down here. You know, just leave it up here. Because anywhere I put that is like bad. I ain't gonna lie, because like it depends on what version that you're looking at. Are you seeing the story as something cute and entertaining that's slightly a little twisted, or are you looking at it in a perspective where it's completely fucked up? So we're gonna ignore it. All right, a few to go. They were partners and take it off, so it has been considered. But I like the dynamic between Aro a lot better. I think it was first, because with in rumors that thing I did, just to tie people over that I did because I wasn't working on April's story at the time. This is an inside joke between the characters where it's like Ailey here calls Cheshire baby a lot. And not Check. Well, yeah, Check would hate that, but Che would hate that as well. It just says like, stop it. No. No. Fluffy and like. No, there's Abel's last connection. Crushed. Crushed. Oh, Cyrena. No. Serene. Not Cyrena. Sorry. Spoiler. Serene and you have a name? You're in the description. But I don't know. But you're there. And we are done. Can we skip the last one? Yes, we did. We glossed over it. Damn. I tell a lie 9 times out of 10. Real. We're done. Right before 10. Oh yeah. For real. official ranking. Yeah, there we go. Who you are? That's fine. I have a dupe on here. That's why it says that. It's worth what I sacrificed. Alright. There we go. My official ranking. Yeah. Alright, saved. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slow freaking motion. You did it, I did! It's also nice to talk about this stuff. There we go! Yay! Okay, I cannot figure out who's H and K. I cannot clock that for the life of me. I think I know, but I can't. Because I have a lot of characters. Two come to mind, but I can't pinpoint. I did a lot of this last night, but I did a lot of it I did a lot of this today. Can't see the light if there's listening or something else. Unfortunately, we do not have time for Gacha Club. We did do it. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, they are in here. They're right there. Shake me 'cause I was like, I only know one H and K. Like, am I missing one? Because I'm pretty sure it's those two, but I can't. Yeah, number 74, the singer K. H and K. For some reason, people took H's side. I was like, yeah, so singers can sometimes your idol. I'm like, she's parasocial. You're not supposed to root for her. You're not supposed to be rooting for the parasocial fan that thinks she has a chance. She's delusional. You're not supposed to be rooting for her. You shouldn't have blasted her on television. She shouldn't be parasocial. She wouldn't be in a murder house if she was a parasocial. she's innocent, but she shouldn't have been parasocial. Like, why is it the quote-unquote idol's fault? He's just saying that she's a fangirl. She's a little obsessive. It's true. She goes to every fucking show. And has backstage passes and everything. Lori, on the other hand, is like, what? Why? Why are you allowing this? I'm not gonna say he's the nicest guy, but I really don't think Kakashi should be parasocial. This is super fun, despite the technical difficulties. You just wish you went to the house. Yeah. Literally, fucking Hikari's whole thing is like, I think I'm gonna go enroll in like a different place, go get music lessons or something, just like get my mind off of this humiliation on live television. And she just ends up in a fucking, she ends up in the M house. So, I think you should have been parasocial, I don't know what to tell you. Just interested to see people take her side. Like, yeah, I know they aren't the nicest of the thing, but they're in a worse position, yeah. So familiar. I love doing these, they are super fun. It's also just nice to talk about this stuff, as I said before. Because I don't really get to mention stuff like this, and around this time it's perfect to do so. I definitely have gotten a lot better at showing relationships like on the channel, instead of just having them. Now I still do that for like Cinnamon and stuff, because her focus is more of her mental health, or her life, not necessarily her relationship, unless it's like with Dusty, and the conflicts in that. I don't want to drag Abel into that, since Abel has his own story and stuff. But I have definitely focused a lot more on more relationship things, like obviously ATC, Harlan and Toxin, Nova and Jace, and a lot of the one-off characters, Liliac and Fluffy. Yeah, the Finnick Fox. Or to a degree, like even Catalina with her presence. And the subtle things like 11 and number 3. Or the conflicts with fucking Zodiac and Isabella and Jane. And also just the friendship characters of them. It's just kind of I do these just to shut things down and such. So I can always go back to this and know where things stood. Because I don't know if one day I'll get to a point where my audience is like disagree. Like to a point where it, you know, gets controversial. I don't know. But it is my channel, so. But I pay attention to what goes on in the community's sense of the music video sphere and what stories people do. And I try and do the complete opposite, so. I don't run with the crowd, as you guys know. I am on the outskirts, forever on the outskirts. I don't do well on the inside. So I do random stories like the fucking besties or two-dimension runners traveling, or a trickster outlaw girl that just wants a drink. and just gets in a lot of trouble for no reason. Or a parasocial fan, or a complete murder house disguised as the music house. Or main story being the mess that it is. ATC being toxic, but complimentary as well. Or Skylar and Hex being whatever the hell they are. I don't go with the crowd, as you can see. So, I find it really fun, though. I love coming up with stuff that people don't normally think of. Like, especially one of the things I currently worked on. Oh my god. That video is gonna do terribly, but I am so interested to see if anybody has a reaction to that video. Because I don't know how you can even have a reaction to it. It's kind of just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, every year it gets more outlandish in the ideas. And I will say, I will have also more one-off relationship type things as well. And I will be revisiting the one-offs that I've done before. Like, I don't really know if I will revisit, like, Nixara or Eric's in the way that they will have, like, a video dedicated to themselves. But they are in the same universe as ATC. Nixara is in the group that one of Nishka's groups. So they do know each other. So I will be doing, and there are a few privated concept playlists that are on the channel right now, but you can't see those, obviously. So I continue to work on those and a lot of random ideas and stuff. Whether something becomes an actual playlist or what is all dependent on the reaction to it. ATC was kind of just something I wanted to do regardless. Same with kind of Saber and Blazia. But people had such a high reaction to both of them that I had to continue them. I do pay attention to what you guys like and respond to. Even if it's just like one or two people. I do pay attention. That's why I prioritize certain stories over others. If there's a louder reaction to it, I'm going to focus on it a bit more. I'm going to try and stir up ideas. Like, people had a stream reaction to Mocha, and I'm like, yeah, I can use Mocha more. So I gave Mocha a video, even though it is terrible in the fact that what happens to Mocha is generally terrible. But she's okay. And sometimes I just have passion projects like the one Ani and Skull are in. Opposites Attracted. Like, I do whatever the fuck comes to mind and work with it that. There's a few that have structures, but a few do not. And sometimes it might take like 6 fucking months to get an episode, but I promise you, I will get there. I have over 15 stories. I have like 6 in the main lineup, and the rest are kind of just bonus. And whatever else I come up with, you know. But I will get around to it, because I do like working with characters, and I did plan to have Catalina and have a part 2, that's why it's on a cliffhanger, and she's fucking pinned up against the wall. Also, I really like her design. She's a really cool character. So I will get around to it. Some one-off characters might never be seen, like fucking Carrie C, but I do usually get around to it. It's just right place, right time, you know? Like fucking Detective and Hayes, like apparently right time is finally to a point where I can showcase them in a certain way. Not the way I would have expected, but I think it'd be cool. There's a lot of different stories for a lot of people on here. I wouldn't say it's for everyone. There's definitely stories that I definitely don't aim towards certain stuff. As you can tell by this tier list, there are certain directions I do not fucking touch, but and there's always parts I lean towards. But That's the fun in character creation and story creation. You can kind of do what you want to see and ignore the rest. And I like doing things nobody really does, or spins on things that people have done before. I don't want to do generic series. I want to do a fucking dimension runner just running through space. I want to do a crazy toxic couple of songs that you don't normally hear. I want to do the main story, but it doesn't turn into a love corner or love triangle, whichever you want to call it. You know, let's just go with the flow and see where it ends. Possibilities on here are absolutely endless. And I'm happy to showcase them. Even if some of them are similar ideas, like showcasing Shade's story and also Mason's, that's my friend's stories. But with twists, obviously. I just find it funny that two red characters, two pink characters, two purple characters. Like, whoops. But that's why I say they're the original Moonlight and Shade, because they technically are. To a degree, in the bases. I'm very happy to have Mason and Eileen back on the channel. You wanna go out? Okay. Can you give me a second? Are you gonna make me get up right now? I can't tell. Subscribers? Let me walk over to my cat, hold up. Alright, I'm back. Cat. Yeah, I wanted to go out. Ugh. He woke up and he's like, I'm going to the door. I'm like, oh, you're actually going to the right door this time. That's great. I love it. Is also focusing on like the older characters too. Or like the crazier stories like fucking Error and Failure. They're really fun. I definitely plan to do more with them. But I can only do 5 videos a month every year. Like, so there's only so much I can do in a year, but I really try to get all that I can, and I'm always working on something. So, you know, I'm trying. My idea pool does not run dry. I still haven't gotten to a lot of the one-off ideas that I want to do. Mostly because I keep getting fucking wrenches thrown my way. Like, spoiler, a thing that has a wish in it. I have not been able to get to that yet, but I want to. I very much want to. You're doing amazing. I'm trying. So, I get to things when I can. And sometimes it takes me years, but I can guarantee you, I am always working on something. I eventually got to over each other. I kept my promise. So, just might take me a few years, but I won't get to them. Just like if the remaining request I have eventually give me like an idea that I can use for a story, I will use them. And I will credit the person. But they probably won't ever see it. But I warn people when they do requests like that. As of now, I know what I'm gonna work on next. Because of, wrench. Oh my god, my cat fucking made me record. Stop it. We're fine. We're fine. For fuck's sake.
For you to see.
This has definitely been a good stream. Probably not the most, like, interactive. Of course, the one with face cam is a lot more interactive. I had fun. I really did. Despite the technical difficulties, I had fun. I will change this over. I will have to edit. That's fine, yeah. I like being able to talk. Not have to worry about certain people showing up and embarrassed. When I'm just in my zone and I just ramble on, it's very nice. I like it a lot. Hello, you stream, welcome.
In this castle of glass, hardly anything else I need to be.
I'm at 2.6. You know, I need to start thinking of, like, what the hell my next, I mean, I have a long ways to go. I have to start looking for songs that fit for, like, a sub-special. I might need that eventually. I need something that connects with me. Which I guess there's a few of those songs that connect with me, but it's all about finding that right one. I mean, you know all about that, Babs. But, I have a little ways to go, but yeah.
Why does getting out of bed feel like I'm moving mountains?
Right, I need to change the title.
1,000 miles away.
It's a struggle these days to open up the curtains.
I wouldn't open these curtains, to be honest.
Just quiet if I stay under the covers.
I'm fine, cause I'm sick of the climb. If I leave, I'ma die. Cause I can't fail if I don't try.
So, despite technical difficulties and fucking things happening, yeah, I had a good time. I'm a little more discouraged when it comes to streaming, especially since I haven't done it in a while. And things have just been kind of hectic. And I'm not as calm as I can be, like, at home, so it's a little off-putting, but, you know, when you're talking so much, you don't really notice that your anxiety's creeping up on you. Because all your anxiety goes to the talking, so. So despite being late and shit, I'm glad I did this, even though I was dead tired, like 20 minutes before going live. I crashed and then woke up in a panic. It's like, ah! But it ain't gonna do me much good if I just sit here in a panic, so I might as well go live in a panic. Not like y'all have not seen that before. People knew this channel, like, oh my god, are you okay? It's like, no. Thank you. Yeah, fine. My update on videos right now is I am about 3 videos into April. So, I have like 2 more videos to decide, which, deciding my lineup and stuff, if I want to go more one-off based or story related. I'm still working on videos, so don't you worry. Part of me just wants to kind of wait out as long as I can just to check if that thing is a glitch or not. I'm not going to. Technically, we are at the time where it would cut it off, so because we're 2 hours in and it cut off at like 2 hours and something. I'm not doing that, but I don't know if that was a glitch or not.
Think I'm faking it when I'm lying next to you. That I am blind, must be something wrong.
I'll hang out for a couple more minutes. It won't go past like 10:30, but I'll hang out for a couple more minutes. What is that? Is like my sub count actually right now?
Do you know that I am blind to everything you said about you?
It is. Damn. 2,600. 2,600 people are subbed to me. When the fuck? Ooh.
She told me she had a gun, something I should use that once before.
Star, that you? Kidding. Kidding.
Something I should use the best once before.
And then the song ends with like sounding like she's gonna use the gun on me. So like, Star, that you? Or am I?
Do you know that I am blind to everything you say and do? There's something on my mind.
Mess this fucking lyrics up. It's never played on stream before. Oh, hold up. Right, hijack. I need to hijack. I need to check something. I just remembered. Hold up a minute. Hold up. I'm getting distracted by Seether. You're hearing it before it's finished. What? Ah. Huh. Oh, for fuck's sake. I lost my stream. Hold up. Hold up. That's not helping. Fuck. Hold up.
Sounded wants to use it on me.
I was looking at a certain page, you know, certain page, and it sounds like hello, friendly fire. you call a certain something, a teaser happens. Something about a 5-second teaser. Maybe a snippet of a song or something. I don't know. I told you my stream was gonna get hijacked. I told you. I just remembered.
What are we fighting for?
I'm gonna see if there's anything on the others. So that's just that.
Something forgot when you told me.
You're hearing it before it's finished. Oh, nice. I forgot. I knew you did. You're calling. You're hearing it before it's finished. Call us. Well, I can't. How annoying. I don't have a phone number. I definitely found it though.
Can't put clouds from broken. Change the moment we went too far.
Switching over to this. I'm hanging out for a couple minutes. But by 10:30 I'll be gone. It's like I can't call it. That's what it says though. I was right in my assumption though. That's hehehe. I know this game well. I know it very well. What's the last song? Breaking the Habit. Okay. Ending with Linkenberg, I guess. Okay.
Memories constant, like opening wounds.
Speaking of music, people released like a lot of songs in the last like week. not even just like the last like 4 days. People have just released songs back to crazy. And then there's other people teasing songs. Like, I mean, we don't talk about the Jake song, but like Sky dropped 2 songs. Another artist dropped a song. Another artist dropped a song. Another artist is teasing a song. Popular time, yeah, for some reason. It's crazy. And obviously 2 songs, yeah. Oh yeah, you don't know about the nothing. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Nope. 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 I did not say that. Nope. Nope. You heard nothing. You heard fucking nothing. I didn't say anything. No. 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 I didn't. Nope. No. I'm so loud right now. No. I didn't say that. I did not. I did not say that. No. I did not say that. You say what I don't mean. Yeah, just a lot of people are releasing songs lately. like a band that, well, an artist that broke off from a band released a song recently. A lot of people are teasing, like, Lowe's, like, posting teasers that, nothing like guarantee or anything, but Lowe's, no, no, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. But yeah, it's weird, you know? It's just weird. Of why they chose, you know, this state of all. I mean, I get for like Valentine's Day and like stuff, but it's interesting that they didn't choose like they didn't show. Oh, I guess we're ending with C there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. They didn't choose Valentine's Day. They chose right before Valentine's Day. Interesting. Interesting. You know. But it's like, nope. I didn't say anything. I did not say anything. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been fun, but I have to get off here. It's also really cold in here. The heat is not deciding to work, so I gotta figure that out. So, yeah. I know what it is. You should, actually. You really should know what it is. I'm freaking out, like, but... Boo! Hi, Besta. I'm ending. I'm streaming, of course. Happy to stream. Even when things aren't, I don't know, correct. Driving me insane. Can't fight these feelings. They bring you pain. I was shocked you were still alive. Oh, I'm ending, yeah. I just was hanging out for a couple minutes. But yeah, I know I'm like freaking out or anything, but you should know, honestly. Anyway. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I gotta get off here. So, Discord, description below, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I post spoilers on my Pinterest if you want to see what I'm working on. Which right now it is a decent amount. You can check there. I stream every Friday, so I will be back next Friday. For some reason, people just don't hear me when I say that. But I say that so much, people still think I stream on the weekends. I don't. I'm not a current... I'm a slightly consistent streamer, but I'm not a full-time streamer. I am a YouTuber first. I am not a streamer, you know? I am not my streamer, who streams like 4 times a week. Could never. Or my brother, who streams 2 times a week anymore. Because you did once in like 2023. True, but those people haven't been around that long. Alright. Let me check how much... Alright. Yep, enjoy the rest of Mud Shovel. I don't have much else to say, so I guess all I have to say now, guys, is bye, guys!
Take away